in my mind, one of the most important stumbling blocks for people who have done all the right things and stay sick is nobody paid attention to the fact that their neck is a mess.
Yes.
And has been a mess since they fell off the horse when they were a kid, or got hit by the baseball, or just fell down the stairs, or did something that was innocuous, not innocuous, but they do all the time. But one time it was different, or maybe it was 50 times.
I couldn't agree with you more. That was one of the things that shocked me in clinical practice over and over and over again is a person would come in who's been in pain for years or decades, and nobody bothered to check their physical structure and their ability to do basic functions like turn their neck, or like the example that you gave earlier, to be able to completely lift their arm to a range of motion. It needs to be established that not having normal structure automatically means it's abnormal. Not being able to fully function means that you're dysfunctional by definition. So that was my physical exam, Dr. Gordon, took an hour. It was very thorough, but it would include a full functional analysis. And the amount of people that have passed this examination in 17 years of clinical practice are less than I can count on two hands. But any 5-year-old passes my clinical exam like a joke. So it's like something we all have, and then we lose it along the way. And like you just said, and it's so cool to hear another practitioner say this, nobody even bothered to check it.
Yeah, because we think that, it's all biochemistry and it's all from my neck up. Everything else is extra. And that's because the feedback loops, when your brain isn't getting the proper information, getting back to that point again, the osteopaths, it's funny where the osteopaths have the rule of the artery and the chiropractors have the rule of the nerve, but they're, it's like, it's all of it. You need flow. Flow is life. And when there's not energy, the acupuncture meridians, if your fascia is tight, they ain't moving happy. It's information. Like I said, we're one big information processing unit. And when parts don't have full range of motion, you have restricted the information. And when the information is restricted, that's considered a danger signal. Something is wrong.
100%.
And so your body never fully relaxes. And people just don't get that, because we forget. I still remember getting off a massage table. It wasn't that long ago, but it was about, I don't know, probably about 18, maybe something like that, 15, 18 years ago. And I got off and I went, because I'm a little old, and I was going, my God, I don't feel anything. It was like everything, there was this, I unfortunately reached that point. I don't know if it'll ever happen again in my life where there's nothing, there's no noise anywhere. There's no little tightness, because it's something people just get used to. And when you're sick, it will bite you more. If you're healthy, it's just an annoyance. Oh, that's tight. So who cares? But you're getting the wrong signal. And when you do get sick, that area is going to either hurt, or the compensation that's developed for that tight area is going to start making noise. And it's going to interfere with your blood flow and with the ability for your body to get all the information that it needs and all the nutrients to the tissues, because it's that simple. You need nutrients in, waste products out. These are all things we know. We just forget that the pathway is not this magical place that just happens. It's the body that we live in, and when you can't move your neck, you're probably not going to heal as well. It's just that simple. The beauty is we heal. We don't die. That's what people forget. Is that people always equate. They don't get excited until people start dying from it.
Yeah.
That's why nobody pays attention.
So it's really interesting. The classic example of that is a plant. The plant is wilting and it doesn't die, but it's certainly not in its optimal state of health. And that's the same thing that we see walking around today, which is a bunch of people that
Yeah.
are in suboptimal health.
And, we have compensations, and as we've allowed, our lives can be made so small without noticing it that, if all you have to do is walk to the car or the, Uber or Lyft these days, or whatever it is, you cannot realize how little you can do.
If you enjoyed that brief segment, click the link in the upper right-hand corner of your screen for a full unedited interview with complex chronic illness expert, Dr. Eric Gordon.